before.
Candy, like candy.
We break it down, yeah. Red cups are out and all that.
Don't ever do that face again. You're about to take off with your nostrils.
Hello and welcome to Therapy Crouch. I'm Peter Crouch. Any chance you put your phone down?
Sorry.
I sat at dinner last night and just looked at the wall
Yeah, because
while you did that.
you know, I know we're on holiday, but I've got so much planning to do for when we get back and work and schedules. My head's about to
What's
fall
the
off.
point of being on holiday if you can't switch off?
I wish I could, Pete, but I'm just getting bombarded.
By who?
Busy woman.
Busy woman.
God.
And, you know, it doesn't help that you's turned up a day late. So,
What a pair of plonkers producing this podcast.
so John and Ross, everybody, missed their flight
I know.
Yesterday.
In the airport as well.
in the air. So talk us through what happened, Ross.
So we got to the airport 2 hours early, thought we were well ahead of time. And then
So it was 3 a.m.
3 a.m. So we got there at 4 and the flight was at 6:30, I think. And we got there and there was 2 flights to where we were flying to at the same time, but in different ends of the terminal. And obviously we were sat there, Wetherspoons, Airport Pints and all that. And then just went to the complete wrong direction. Had to run through the airport like a pair of divvies. Missed the flight and had to sit there for 8 hours.
It's an absolute nightmare.
I know.
I don't think I've ever missed a flight in my life.
That's my first. That is my first.
I remember my England debut was in New York and I stayed out there, went out and totally missed next flight.
You missed the flight with the team.
No. So everyone flew home, team. We stayed out and actually, believe it or not, David Beckham took us out and it was a great night. And I just didn't wake up.
No regrets.
No regrets. All good.
Does it look like I'm sitting here with no pants on?
You are?
Yeah, go on, carry
I've got pants on.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I've got bikini knickers on.
Why have you got no pants on?
We're trying to get to
Trying to
YouTube.
get the YouTube hits going.
It's like it's therapy couch / OnlyFans. Therapy Crouch. Hi guys, and welcome to the Therapy Crouch.
What do you reckon? Like, aren't these women earning fortunes on OnlyFans?
Fucking God knows.
We need to get you on it.
Only the good looking ones.
It's not my thing, though.
No?
No.
You earn a fortune, can't you?
Yeah, but I'd rather
We might as well look into it.
I'd rather be wealthy and dignity.
I could put my feet up. Let you,
You know,
crack on
funny you should
on
say
the
that.
webcam.
You could do like a foot thing. You could do like a foot
You
fetish.
couldn't.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, that big toe.
No. Yeah, well,
I love your feet. They're lovely.
Lovely bit of kid.
Chicken drumstick.
you can talk, freaking eagle boy.
Do you mean eagle boy?
Your feet are like eagle's talons.
If you don't know, my feet kind of curl over a bit, and I actually run on my nail.
If you
It's
don't
caused-
know, why would people know?
I don't know. If it was on Google or something. You know how a bird gets on its perch, like
Yeah.
kind of like that's how.
Oh my
I showed
God,
it
they are on Google.
what my feet are. Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, so we're back where it started.
Mm-hmm.
We're on holiday with our family. We've had a great time. You know, it's been a busy year, which, you know, we're so grateful for.
Yeah.
You know, the podcast is going great. It's the dream job, really.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a kind of form of therapy. Sitting down together, chatting, reminiscing about our life, relationship.
I think people have kind of got to know you. Like I know I had my podcast, and and obviously I suppose it was on,
That old thing.
you know what I mean. No, I think I don't think you didn't speak a great deal, did you? You'd there's photos of you and kind of modelling and things like that, and you did Strictly. But I think this podcast is probably. I reckon there's been a few people seeing you in a different light. You're not as stupid as you look, you know. You're actually quite funny.
That's nice, isn't it? So
I'm only
nice.
joking. No, I reckon people maybe had a misconception of you. I think it's nice to be able to showcase what I see every day.
Yeah.
Before we get too far into that, like, let's get into the weekly whines. And I've been thinking about the weekly whines. You know, sometimes you don't have them.
Mm.
And trying to think of something that I don't like about you is my whine this week. Because you've been good.
I've been good.
Yeah, and like, even airport Ab on the way out here,
Because I'm trying.
you've made a real conscious effort.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of this segment, of this weekly whine and, you know, this podcast. It's to kind of air our issues, work on them and improve. And I am trying to take on board things that you don't like about me, like obviously airport Ab and, you know, being
As
stressed.
if airport Ab is like a serious comment. Airport Ab, I'm trying.
I am trying.
You've been great, honestly. Yeah, you've really worked at it.
Mm.
Just like, you know, is it still the odd kind of hairy moment in the cab, maybe, but it's nothing like that what it was. It's nothing like, you know, hell on earth that it was.
Hell on it.
No, you've been good. So like I remember obviously when we started this podcast, I was thinking, trying to think of something that I didn't like about you.
And I had loads. Now I'm running out.
I don't think it's something you don't like about me. I think it's
didn't like about you this week.
no. I don't think it's. I actually don't think it's that. I think it's what annoys you about me, not that what you don't like.
So we've got more of a weekly shine than weekly wine this week.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nicely put.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, sometimes unless you've got one for me, like usually if I say one for you, you unload on me.
I think my only weekly whine would be not letting me read my book in peace. Have we talked about this already?
You've mentioned it briefly, but you haven't got into it.
No. So, my sister gave me this book, and it was just, you know, I couldn't put it down. And Pete hates it when I read because he's just like, I've got no one to talk to, and I need you. Play with me.
What book is it?
It's called Blood Orange.
Oh, yeah.
So the author was this like ex-barrister. So it's kind of, you know, it's quite dark, but it's entertaining.
I've got a whine in general. You know, when people tell you about their book or their dreams, no one cares. Like, it's like no one cares. You go, oh, I had this dream last night. I go, oh, you switch off. I go, fuck you, man. And tell us about this dream. You know, no one's interested. It's your dream, like it's your thing. You know, it's the same with the book. And I've read this book and you go, oh, just tell someone else.
It's like looking at someone else's holiday snaps, isn't it?
Pictures of the kids.
Or pictures of the baby. You're like,
Want
oh.
to see my dog? No one cares, mate.
I actually prefer dogs to humans. Looking at pictures of dogs.
When people show me a baby, they might as well have Googled it, I think. Like, it's not interesting. It's really not. I don't. You obviously, do you find it interesting?
Yeah.
Do you really though?
That wasn't a convincing yeah, to be honest.
Well, I love babies, don't I?
I know you love
Anything
we all
baby.
love babies. I don't. You know, I've got nothing against them.
I've got nothing.
I just think it's a baby. Like when you go like, oh, it's got your eyes. Hasn't.
It hasn't.
It's got its own eyes, its own nose, and its own fucking mouth.
No, just I don't know. They change so much, don't they? I don't know. Maybe I just don't think it's that interesting. Do you want to get to the audience wines?
Yeah.
Hey guys, my weekly wine is that we are going on holiday, but only I do all the booking and planning. I need a pre-holiday pamper for all the hard work I do, and he doesn't even pay for my pre-holiday glam. Men can really get through life so easily.
Mm.
Thoughts on that?
To be honest, we're quite 50-50 in our house when it comes to holidays and planning. So I'll do all the packing. I'll sort
Yeah.
all the kids out.
Mhm.
But Pete will do the flights and accommodation and stuff and book the restaurants and stuff. I
Yeah.
quite like you taking charge like that.
Yeah, the only
Although
thing...
that fucking zebra boat that you booked, the boat taxi, I thought I was going to die on.
What's this?
we got a boat taxi, right? And Ab thought she was on fucking God knows what. It was a zebra print boat taxi.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like the Uber boat.
Basically, yeah. It was €2. And I thought it'd be fine.
But there was no life jackets on. There was about 7 million people on there. And I thought, if this sinks, what are we going to
But
do?
it must do about 100 trips a day.
Yeah, but
Sink.
that doesn't reassure me at all.
If anything, it's just you are sinking.
Exactly. Exactly.
You weren't happy with that, were you?
No. But no, I think, for women going on holiday, generally like to get the nails done, get a pedicure, maybe get their eyelashes done.
She's done the whole lot and he's just waltzed on the plane.
Mm.
I get it.
Good lad.
Fair enough. Right, hey Pete and Ab, love you both on the pod. So my weekly whine is my other half refuses to let me get a cleaner due to A, cost, and B, his weird security paranoia. But he's a lazy sod who never has the initiative to clean the house unless I ask him to help. And even then, it's a half-assed job. I think a cleaner would be the answer to this problem. It would prevent all the arguments about the state of the house because it would just always be perfect, sparkling abode that I always aspire to own. Help me persuade him.
So how can she convince him to get a cleaner? I think she should go on strike and not clean the house.
Mm.
But what if he's just one of those fellas?
But that's like you, I don't think you appreciate a clean house and take note on all the work that goes behind it. But when there's mess, you're like, oh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't like a messy house. But, I don't like cleaning it either.
You're the worst at cleaning.
I think it's a top investment, a cleaner.
Mm.
I do think it's important.
But I clean for the cleaner, don't I?
Yeah, people do. My mum used to do that as well. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
saving face a little bit, isn't it? You don't want to think I'm a scruff when they come round.
You don't want to take the piss.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Pete leaving his skiddy undies all over the place.
She asked to see them.
Oh, shush.
The old scratch and sniff.
She always says to me, have you worn these? Do you mind if I take them? All right, let's move on. Hey guys, I'm a 45-year-old man off to Crete with the family for 2 weeks on the 22nd. I set myself a target of losing 10 pounds 3 months ago, and I've got 17 pounds left to lose. Any tips?
God, what the
I'm
hell?
gonna lose
10 pounds.
17 to go. It's amazing. He's gained weight and he's supposed to be losing weight.
Mm. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 10
So
pounds.
he's saying
and
I've
now
got
he's
10 pounds to lose.
He's put 7 pounds
I've got
on.
17 to go. So he's put on 7 pounds.
But that's the thing about a holiday. When you go on holiday, you don't want to be worried about putting weight on and your figure and all of that. I don't think.
Well, the holidays, you want to be chilly. You don't want to be going to the gym on holiday. But
Although I quite like it. I said that, like,
you like
obviously.
going to the gym on holiday?
Well, yeah. The last holiday we went on, I hurt my neck.
Mm.
So my gym clothes was packed, and in my head, I was going to the gym every day. I did one Pilates class, then pulled my neck, so I couldn't go for the next 10 days. And then we've come on this holiday, and we've done far too much eating and drinking and sleeping in. So we haven't been to the gym, and it's that should be your weekly whine. The way I moan every day about not going to the gym and then just don't go.
Yeah, that is annoying.
You've got a lot of willpower. Like, you can get up and go and do it, where I really struggle with that.
Yeah.
But I think what people should do is kind of work out before they go on holiday, get their physique in a place that they're content with and happy with. So when they go on holiday, they can relax. They can have that bread roll. They can have the butter. They can have the alioli. They can have the dessert. They can have the cocktails without going, oh.
So basically the complete opposite of what this fella's done.
Yeah, literally.
This is Dan from Swansea. Yeah, he's going to Crete and he's
put a stone on.
It's not going well.
God. It's hard to lose.
It's when you get into it, you stay into it. It's so hard to make that initial jump. I think, like, when you haven't done the gym or done fitness for a while, it's hard to kind of, like, you think, oh, it's
Yeah.
going to take ages to get where I want to go.
But you
Whereas-
felt like that when you quit football, didn't you? You really felt like, oh my God, so used to, you were conditioned to do fitness every single day.
the amount I used to moan about pre-season, and it was so hard and so tough, but I miss that, being that fit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as if I'm unfit now at all, but I'm not like
You look
that
fine to
kind
me,
of-
babe.
I'm far-
Pete's got the best
far
six
from it.
pack.
Hello.
Far
ever.
from it, I'm incredibly fit. but I don't, that kind of like where you just feel amazing.
Mm.
It's nothing, no better
Yeah,
feeling.
but it's when you get up and you work out and you go to the gym, the effect it has on your body is amazing. You have so much more energy. Your body's improving, your mental health is improving. I need to convince myself more of this actually because
You should listen to yourself.
I know.
You need to just go for it.
I know.
Because it makes you feel better. You look incredible anyway. You don't need to do it for that. It's just how you feel.
No, I know. Well, we're doing it this week. Once these two have gone home.
Have you played any paddle?
Yeah.
Have you?
Mm.
You got on the court? Who won?
Well, I didn't play with Pete. We had our friends over for a few days. Sophia's friends, mum and dad, and Lorraine and I played paddle, and we were equally as awful as each other. And our rally was the highest we got to was 11.
That's not bad. Take that.
I think that's terrible.
Well, I was trying to be nice.
She was shocking. So when I play with Pete, like the standard's so high, so he basically hits the ball to my bat.
Yeah. He
Do you know what I
recovers.
mean?
He messes up your mistake. He pick- yeah.
I love the way you just turn and put it out of the court every time.
I came home with a bruised thumb. Like every time the ball was hitting my thumb when I was holding the bat, and Pete was like, "How does that even happen? I want to be good at that."
It's an
it's not-
addictive sport.
It
isn't it?
won't take long to get good at that if you just practice.
Yeah, but you don't want to play with me because I'm so crap.
Correct.
Yeah, you can't even deny
I was
it.
going to say, no, I do, babe. But no, I don't. It's so boring. I hit it to you. You hit it out the court. It's pointless.
Yeah, but I want you to do the whole standing behind me, like
I'm
hold
happy
the
to do
bat
that.
like that,
I'm happy to do that.
and you never do. You're like, fucking hell. Just throwing the bat on the floor. I'm not playing with you.
Well, next time we go to a paddle court, I'll just go straight in behind you.
Lovely.
God.
Well, how are you going to tell him to lose weight? What's he got left? 2 weeks?
Well, it's going to be
3
really
weeks?
difficult for him because the food in Greece is incredible. However, it is healthy, isn't it?
Mm.
The Greek salads, fresh fish.
But he needs to lose the weight before he goes. That's the issue. He's got 2 weeks.
17 pounds overweight, he said.
That's a bloody lot, that.
Stone in 2 weeks, essentially.
It's not going to happen.
Oh my God, it's not going to happen.
Well, it's not, is it?
You're giving him a bit of hope here.
Unless he sews his mouth up. It's not going to happen. It's probably the booze.
You're going to lose weight if you just go to a run or something. I mean, you start.
Okay, so as a ex-athlete, tell him what he can do.
Just go for a run. Just run.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
And eat like healthy.
Mm.
And
No
do
carbs.
some
No
exercise.
carbs before marbs, they say.
No
I
carbs
think
before
you can
Crete.
still eat. You can eat, but I think exercise. You'll feel better.
No treats before Crete.
Hey, there we go.
Dun-dun.
Nice.
So we were talking, we're on holiday. We were talking about taking the plunge, and would you change of scenery, up sticks, leave England?
Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've said this for a while.
I feel at the moment that I've got a bit of like itchy feet and I'm ready for a new adventure. I genuinely feel that.
Where would you move to if you could?
I'd like to do like, the ranch vibe.
Montana.
Yellowstone.
Yeah. I know I've said it before, but I would love that.
I
Get
think
the
you'd
kids
get
off the
bored of
bloody
that, though.
iPads.
I know it's amazing, but I do think after a while, I don't know. We said to the kids, like, what would you fancy? And they said Australia. And lived in Australia. What's the shop?
Sophia was like, I'd love to move to Australia. And I was
What?
like, why? And she was like, because white fox It's this like Australian brand that she likes. She was like, I'd like to move to Australia because then we wouldn't have to pay shipping on the White Fox hoodies.
Oh, so that is
I was
not,
like,
that
what?
is not a reason to move to Australia.
And Liberty was like, I want to move to America so we can, just go to Target every day.
Target.
I was like,
It's
So watch
Target. Target's that like TK Maxx or something.
no, it's
Target.
like,
It's like Home and Bargains, isn't it? But
Is
like
it?
a bit more upscale.
yeah, I think it's like an all-purpose store. As you know, there's like American murderers can go and buy a rope and a
Duct tape.
duct tape in there. You can also buy like
Buy like, is it one of those you buy anything like
Khakis.
a Walmart? or something?
Yeah.
like a Walmart. Screams serial killer.
Well, fucking.
Does though?
Yeah.
That's what I think of it.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I agree.
That's where they go for supplies. Haven't you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah, or Dexter.
Or Dexter, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And the kid's like, I just want to go to Target.
I think if you were to move abroad, especially with the young kids, it'd be better to go somewhere where they spoke a different language. They could learn the language.
Yeah.
America and Australia, it's kind of like British culture anyway, whereas if you brought them here, or to Spain.
Yeah.
A friend of mine's
Sounds
just
like-
moved to Mallorca. And, the way of life, the slower pace, beautiful, amazing, fresh food. I think there's something to be said for your eyes looking at beautiful things,
Mhm.
what it does to your insides. When we go to Mallorca and stay up in the mountains and we look out the window and it's like, it doesn't even look real. It's that beautiful.
Does put you in a good mood, doesn't
It
it?
puts you in a good mood. Open our curtains, looking out in England to our scaffolding and pissing down rain. It's not the one, is it?
I do think you could try something different. I've got so much respect for people that do take the plunge and go, you know what, I'm just going to do this.
Yeah.
Because it is, I don't know, you sometimes you just conform, don't you? You go like, you've got to do this, you've got to go to school here.
When Pete was a footballer and it was like, we're moving. It was like, where to? Dallas? No, Stoke.
Burnley.
Where we're moving? Washington? No, Burnley.
Well, I moved.
No, you commuted.
That was funny, that staying in Burnley. I stayed in a hotel and Ab was like, I feel so sorry for you, but I was in this beautiful hotel.
Yeah, the Michelin star place.
And it was like a Michelin
I was thinking he was
star
starving to death on his
restaurant. She was
own.
going, are you getting enough food? And I was on like
Full to the
my-
brim on
my
Fragua.
third course. I said, no, it's an absolute nightmare, this. The third tasting wine. It was amazing.
Where would your go-to place be?
I do think like a little like Mallorca one would be nice. I don't know if I quite like England.
You love England.
I do.
No, Pete didn't even want to come on holiday. He was like, should we just stay in the UK?
Staycation.
Yeah, staycation. And should we go to the Tower of London? And, wherever.
I think London's underestimated as a place.
It's not underestimated.
No,
It's one of the best
obviously,
cities in the
Well,
world.
But I just think by people that live in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
because I've probably lived, I grew up in London. Like, you kind of, there's so much that I haven't seen still because it's in my, whereas if I went to Rome, I'd see everything.
Oh my God, Rome. I'd live in Rome.
It's a great place, isn't it?
Mm.
Florence was like a mini version, I thought,
Yeah.
of Rome. It was so beautiful as well.
Could you live there?
Italy's great.
Have you ever done Sorrento? That's meant to be lovely. I haven't, but
We
I'd
went
like to go
past it
there.
on the boat, didn't we? We went to Capri.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you move to then?
I told you the ranch.
You being serious?
Mm.
Montana,
Yeah.
Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah. Hannah
What are you
Montana.
going to do there?
I just want that outdoorsy life where,
Yeah.
you're trekking through the mountains and making a fire. Are you doing like a yawn with your mouth
Yeah, I
closed?
tried to keep
Why
my
are you
yawn
doing
in.
that? So
And
weird.
My nostrils
Your
just
nostrils
left.
are like going huge.
Nose yawn.
He's doing that to me. What is that all about?
I didn't want to yawn while you were talking. Thought it was rude. So I thought,
Didn't want to yawn when it's over. You're fucking boring me.
Don't ever do that face again. You're about to take off with your nostrils. Pterodactyl face.
Pterodactyl.
Is this what you were doing?
Feel myself doing it. I've never felt so much wind got my nose.
Yeah, but it's only me.
I know, well, it's lots of other people as well, aren't they?
You can yawn to me, babe. It's fine.
I know I'm boring. It's fine.
I know I'm boring.
If it was just me and you and I just yawned, but I thought, I'm on a podcast there.
Podcast.
Can't yawn in your face when you're telling me about your dream move.
Here's what I think of that.
Oh,
Okay, I think we can safely say the ranch isn't happening.
I can't
let's
see
move
you in
on.
barn dances every weekend, if I'm being honest.
I think
I used to go line dancing with me now. Literally, in heightened leisure.
Are you joking?
No.
That's right. I used to
My
play
nan
bingo
used to
as
take
well.
me nan used to take me and Charlotte to line dancing with all the pensioners.
Is that like Morris dancing?
No,
of?
it's line dancing.
So how does that work? You
So-
stay in the line.
Yeah, and we had the cowboy boots on, the denim shirt tied, the cowboy
orange
hat,
Lisa.
the bunchies. Yeah.
And do you like turn
Honestly?
around? Like, is it like kind of the Irish jig kind of thing? Or?
No, it's like
Take
you
it
know
up.
that
Go on.
you know that you know what we were doing the other night. That dad's that one.
Oh yeah,
What's the song?
Candy, that one.
You like getting
It's
Oh.
like a country version of Candy.
What?
Candy, like candy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Have you never seen line dancing?
I don't think so. No,
It's an American thing.
is it?
It's a cowboy thing.
I'd love to see Pete line dancing, to be fair.
You'd love it. You would absolutely love it.
I think I know what you mean.
I think
You did that when you were a kid.
you're doing the yawn again.
I'm not. I did bingo when I was a kid as well. How boring
Who
I
with?
was as well. We used to go on a Sunday just with my mates.
With the lads?
Yeah.
Not even with your nan?
Oh,
Me and the
mate.
How
boys?
could you go from line dancing with your nan to bingo?
With
Well,
the
no, I'm just
boys?
saying, it's like
Bingo with
it's
the
a,
boys?
it's to go with the lads. It's great.
I like bingo.
Yeah, I like
I
bingo.
used to love it. It was great fun.
Yeah, but that's like the next phase of your life, like doing these activities together as a couple. You know,
Yeah, it's a bingo.
retiring together. We could do dance lessons. We could go to bingo together. We could travel.
Travel's important. I'd like to go and visit places.
Where's on your hit list?
I want to do kind of like, I'd like to do South America. You know,
I don't.
quite mad things like go to freaking Peru or, you know,
Argentina.
go to the
Argentina's nice.
rainforest or something like that. Like,
Mm.
I want to do things that you just,
Just go and find yourself.
yeah, just wanna go
Find the real me.
explore.
Who am I? It's like that.
Yeah.
Found out I'm the person that you can yawn through his nose. Oh, that's something new today, don't I? I mean, every day's a learning day.
Machu Picchu.
You look like a little baby pterodactyl.
What, when I yawn through my nose?
Like a
I
little
used to
dragon.
work on a building site with a fella called Terry. He was an absolute barn pot. And he legally changed his middle name to Daptle. So his name was Terry Daptle. He had that on his driver's license. Terry Daptle. How funny is that?
Pterodactyl.
That's
sledge.
amazing. Wow. He must have been alone.
Where would you like to go, Ross?
I would like to do South America, to be honest. Obviously, I
Yeah.
speak Spanish a little bit, so I'd like to get out there. My housemate's from Argentina. She's given me loads of good recommendations.
Yeah.
Just, it's.
Would like to do that. I've never been to Australia, so I'd like to do all that.
I think you need time. Is the big thing. You want to spend months out there, don't you?
Mm.
You don't just want to go for a week or two, really.
Yeah. I always find like it's like when you land at an airport and you go like, oh, what's it like when you come out? Like when people land at like Gatwick, they think that's London. I mean, they go, oh, I don't like London. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Not really much here.
Yeah, but I
Do you know
think
what I mean? 'Cause when you, I don't know, there's so much to explore is what I'm trying to say. It's so, LA, for instance, how big is it? And you go for 3 days and go, I didn't really like LA.
Mm.
You've probably seen point.
well, my experience of LA was turned up to our hotel expecting my Bellini on arrival and my white fluffy robe and turned up to fucking spring break. 7 million people in the pool. I was like, what the hell is
We'd
this?
done like a night flight kind of thing.
Yeah.
We arrived, I think it was kind of afternoonish, wasn't it?
Mm.
And it was, you know, when there's like a pool, but you can't see any water.
Yeah.
There's that many people in it.
So
We
hell
looked
on
out
earth.
the balcony and I was like, no. It was
I was like, we need to
please,
leave.
no.
And I bet you were dying to get involved. Yeah,
He
look
was like
shit.
that.
Look shit,
Hurry
babe.
up.
Anyway, I'm just going to go down for 10 minutes. I'm just going to speak to the concierge.
We're breaking down, yo. Red cups are out and all that.
Have you ever done much of Asia?
No, I've never been. I'd love to do Asia.
Well, no, like, I went to Japan. That was amazing. That was incredible. But like, Japan was amazing.
Mm.
We went up to like in the mountains, saw like the monks and stuff. And this fellow was trying to like do this kind of martial art show. It was amazing.
Mm.
Like a shogun type of thing?
Yeah.
I would love to,
It was-
you know, like go to the Tibetan mountains and
Although I did Vietnam a couple of years ago and Thailand and Malaysia, like that area, and I don't think you'd like it.
I don't fancy Thailand.
I don't think you
at
would
all.
like it, to be honest.
It's not on my list.
It's not a bit of you.
I think, I don't know, it just seems a bit dangerous. After
quite
watching bloody
busy.
Bridget Jones, put me off for life. Honestly.
Bridget Jones has put you off Thailand.
Yeah.
What happened to Bridget?
Well,
She ended up in a Thai prison, didn't she?
yeah, she was
Oh,
in a
did
Thai
she?
prison.
That was one of the recent ones. Wasn't
It just terrifies me. I don't know. I just don't really like the chaos.
That's what it is. It's busy. It is very busy. It's
Mm.
chaotic. It's organised chaos, but I loved it. But I don't think you. I think you'd get a bit
Well, that's what
tired.
I
I've
went-
never
when I-
been a backpacking kind of girl.
Yeah.
You know, like huge respect for like these teenagers go, right, 19, I'm just going to go backpacking around the world. I would be petrified to do
Yeah,
that.
you'd be
I
scared.
just, you know, I can't even stay in a five-star hotel on my own. Literally.
Yeah.
Can I, Pete?
No.
Just not that.
No. The food's amazing though. You'd like
Mm.
the food. You think you'd like the food?
Yeah, I love Thai food.
But as I went to Mumbai and that was carnage.
Yo,
But
yeah.
that's a mad place.
Mm. Well, I did that show all around India and we traveled through all like the countryside and, you know, all these little villages. It was just crazy. It was such an eye opener.
I'd love to go there, but I'm just worried about the deli, the diarrhea and stuff like that. You know, the deli belly they call it, don't they?
I didn't know.
I didn't.
Food
I didn't have
poisoning.
an issue. The food's great.
We were setting up. We were going through all these different villages and setting up camp, riding through the deserts on. Is it desert? On camels, and every night the guys would like set up the campsite and make the most incredible food. It was just phenomenal. Like when I first turned up, I was like, "Oh my god, this is shock to the system." I'm staying in a tent. I've never been in a tent. I've never been away from home, and I was terrified. And by the end, I just absolutely loved it. Like it was just the most incredible adventure. With my mum as well.
Oh yeah, I remember you doing that show.
Mm.
Actually, yeah, that was cool.
It was fab. It was like comparing a mother and daughter relationship in the UK with, this like Indian traveling tribe who were like the entertainment.
Mm.
For all these villages who had no electricity. It was nuts. And every day I'd wake up and there'd be like a million kids outside my tent. I'd be like, oh my God, like giving you gifts and wanting to touch you. And it was an incredible experience.
Amazing thing to do.
Mm.
That's what I mean. There's so much out there,
Mm.
and I do think that, when the kids are young, you don't really want to go to those. Mad
Yeah, but
places.
logistically, you can't really.
Yeah, you can't.
You know,
leave
the kids wouldn't enjoy it. They wouldn't remember it. You'd be worried about, or like the deli belly or get
Yeah.
bitten by, when our friends went traveling, they got bloody malaria and nearly died.
Go away.
Yeah, Karis.
Really?
Yeah, like so bad.
Friggin' hell.
But there's something, we've got friends who've got grown up kids and they do all these amazing adventure holidays and
Yeah.
like go whitewater. Is it whitewater rafting?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I've done that a few times.
All of that kind of, trekking through rainforests, something I would absolutely love to do with the kids. Safaris.
Yeah, that's a good.
I'd like
that's
to
a
do
good-
safari. I'd quite like to go to Egypt. See the pyramids and stuff like that. 7 Wonders of the World. No fancy you?
I don't.
No.
Like the sharks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My
No.
mate went there, and do you know what? He said the most surprising thing was the food. He's like, I
Amazing.
was not expecting Egyptian food to be that good. And he said it
Really?
was phenomenal.
What is it? It's like, is it like Greek food?
I don't know. He's North Africa, isn't it? So I don't know. Middle Eastern vibes, maybe.
I would go. It's a bit far, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bit far. You are.
What a geezer. Hey.
Yes.
What a geezer.
Pyramids of Giza.
All right. Do you know what? We ended up sort of talking about what we want to do.
Mm.
Really, there. I thought we were gonna, because we're on holiday. I thought we'd talk about our holiday and stuff like that. But we've just got on a mad one there, like talking about where we're gonna go and where we're gonna live. But I've enjoyed it.
No, I think it's, it's nice to have these kind of plans for the future. And, as you say, the world's huge and there's so many things to explore and experience. And, it's actually quite exciting, the thought of getting to do that one day, hopefully.
Do you know, like when the kids kind of move out, whatever, they grow up a little bit, like what would be the first one? We go, right, we've got 2 weeks to do something mad. Where are you going?
Well, I'd like to go where you want to go.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. You come with me. All right, well, I'll just book it and you can come along.
Yeah. South America.
Yeah.
Mm?
Yeah.
I'd love to see you trekking through the Machu
I
Picchu.
don't mean to really trekking.
I have, like...
For my princess.
Oh, shut up.
No,
Get the Solomons on.
definitely not.
Pete,
Yeah.
when we were in Finland,
Yeah.
people might think I'm like a wuss, and I love getting stuck in. I love putting all the walking gear on. Don't mind a bit of mud. Don't mind rain, cold. I'm more adventurous. Stop doing that yawn thing. It's freaking me out.
I'm sorry.
Have you ever done Lapland with the kids?
Yeah.
Have you? Was that good?
Oh,
Well, we went to Lapland when it was off season, so it wasn't Christmassy.
We went in August. Santa wasn't in.
it's hibernating.
Santa was hibernating. Remember, Santa told me he wasn't married to Miss Claus, which blew my mind. Did you know
Sounds
that?
like he was flirting with you. To be
They're
honest.
just good friends.
We're not married, don't worry.
Honestly, him and Mrs. Claus are just friends. Which I was like, what?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Why has she got Mrs. Claus then?
Exactly.
Friends
Did
with
you like
Friends with
Lapland?
benefits. When did you go? What's off season for Lapland?
Not Christmas.
Just not December.
Are you talking about like the Christmas
Yeah,
Lapland village or just Lapland in general?
I don't. Lapland.
I've-
Where's Father Christmas
I've
lives?
been to Lapland, UK, which is phenomenal.
I actually
And it's
prefer
only
Lapland.
30
UK.
minutes away.
Did you?
It's in Ascot. Lovely. It's
Do you
good.
know what? It is amazing for the kids to do like their magical experiences like Lapland, UK, and the kids are like, oh my God.
I thought that was
it's
great.
magical. The reindeer, the little baby huskies, Santa, the elves. It's phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah. When they did the elf workshop,
Yeah.
like kind of made the toys and stuff. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was fab.
And the Santa was unreal.
Mm.
I'd love to do that and go on huskies. You know when they do the husky ride.
We did that.
Did you?
We did that in
Yeah,
Finland.
we did that. Yeah, in Finland. Yeah.
I had a panic attack going up the hill because it was minus 26. And we were on these skidoos. It was dark. It was a storm and high altitude. I literally couldn't breathe. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Freaked out. We jumped in an ice hole. We were fishing on a frozen lake.
Wow.
We were like jet
Was
skiing
good.
skidoos over frozen lakes. It was just phenomenal, that wasn't it?
Great trip, that.
Great trip.
Action-packed.
Action-packed.
Well, should we get into the agony abs?
Let's get into the agony abs.
Okay. Hey, Abbey and Pete, love the pod. I've been with my girlfriend for nearly 10 months now, and ever since we met, she's had a severe case of dropping anything and everything. For example, today on holiday, she's managed to drop two cocktails over me, as well as my mobile phone out of a moving vehicle. This is now turning into a daily occurrence. She blames this on being
Dyspraxic.
Dyspraxic.
What's dyspraxic?
It's like when it's like this, like dyslexia, but like physically. So like you're clumsy.
Thought I was being dyslexic reading that then.
It's a Clancy Crouch trait
Mm.
to knock a drink over. So our John does it every restaurant we go to and smashes a glass in every house. Sophia is the worst, isn't she?
Mm.
Yeah, even last night she knocked a drink over.
Where-
Sophia has
ours
got
in
no.
restaurants are a joke.
Sophia's got no.
Social awareness.
It's coordination and
She's got no social or spatial awareness. She literally walks over things, through things. It's just unbelievable, isn't it? What she does.
Mm. Well, he goes on to say she blames it on being dyspraxic. But I just think she's the clumsiest specimen to ever grace the earth. Do I end things now before she ends up dropping my dead man's ashes over my mum's new wool carpet? Or should I stick it out to the full-time whistle? Thanks, Jamie from Bristol.
I think it's quite endearing, a little bit of clumsiness.
What clumsiness?
But you can't dump someone for being clumsy. Surely
How
not.
has she dropped a mobile phone out of a moving vehicle?
I get that because I've done that.
How?
It's like
You've
when
done that?
I've done it.
How have you managed
When you're
that?
filming out the window and you drop the phone. Luckily, I had the thing around my wrist so it didn't drop on the floor. But
Why would you film out of a window?
so when we were in Cape Town and that lovely going up the mountain and the incredible view,
Right.
filming and
Oh,
nearly
okay.
dropped my phone.
Or when you're in the limo,
God.
sunroof.
You put out sunroof, it just falls straight.
Oh
back.
yeah, no, yeah.
God, yeah, it's not dumpable, surely.
No. It is annoying when you knock a drink over though.
I think we're all saying that because we're all dead clumsy.
Yeah.
though.
I know.
I wouldn't jib someone for being clumsy.
In restaurants, we are the worst.
Mm.
Like, at least one kid knocks one drink over every meal.
Mm.
There's at least one drink goes
Yeah.
over, yeah. And so you just hope it doesn't smash.
Just lean over and just ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Dominoes.
One goes down and just pray it doesn't smash.
It always does smash. Doesn't it?
Smashing.
Well,
I wouldn't dump someone for being clumsy though. I think
Yeah.
that's harsh.
Yeah, come on. Stick with it, Jamie.
Stick with it.
Do you want to read the next one?
Hey guys, just catching up with the pod, listening to Friends with No Benefits. You're both talking about friend groups and it's made me email you both to ask for your opinion/help. Anyway, my best mate, who shall not be named, went missing from a friend group for a year purely because he was single and done a bit of traveling while everyone else in the group is married. To our surprise, about 3 years ago, he ended up meeting someone and brought this person to his mum's funeral. Weird way to be introduced, but whatever. I never lost contact while he was away, but he never once mentioned his girlfriend or meeting someone. When coming back into the group, we started doing things again all together. Anyway, to put it simply, his girlfriend is a twat. They have a 2-year-old and
How polite until a minute.
it's a great word, twat, isn't it?
I didn't know where the story was going, and it was just like, bang.
They have a 2-year-old and a house, so it's definitely not a phase. But as time has progressed, she gets fucking worse. Always
Wow.
explaining how much things cost and how expensive life is, but never has worked a day in her life. Treats her baby like a catalogue model, dressing her like an extra from Oliver, and again, just all around piece of work. He's recently proposed. I've been asked to be his best man, and my better half has been asked to be a bridesmaid. We both accepted, obviously. Two-faced bastards.
Absolute twat. I accept it, of course.
I'd love to. But do I need to bring the twattiness to my friend's attention before the wedding and before it's too late? Although it probably already is too late. I don't think they listen to the pod. Hopefully not, as the story is quite specific. So on that note, any help would be amazing. Anon and not from Liverpool. So he's definitely from Liverpool.
Yeah.
I could tell he was from Liverpool with the use of the word twat. It's one of our favourites.
Great word, is it? To be fair.
It's a common problem, that, isn't it?
Do you? Oh, it's a tough one there. It depends if you're close to them. Like, do you not say?
But have you
She's a
said that to
twat.
any of your friends?
Well, they're not twatty enough.
Or the partners aren't, at least.
Mm,
No, he's talking about the girlfriend. It's a difficult
that's what I mean.
It's a difficult one to bring up, isn't it? Because if you love your mate or your person, or you don't want to hurt their feelings, but you also don't want them to make a mistake. But
Making
you know
a
what?
mistake.
Marriage is not the biggest commitment in his scenario. Having a child and a mortgage is.
Yeah.
He's already got that.
Yeah.
So he's fucked anyway.
Exactly. Precisely.
Might as well sign the paper.
Precisely. Yeah, let him marry. He's had it anyway.
It's a hard one, that.
You might appreciate the honesty, though, even if he doesn't gibber.
Yeah, but it's the mother of his. It's the mother of his child. You know, Pete wouldn't accept someone calling me a twat. Would you?
No.
What would you do if one of your friends said to you, "Don't marry her, she's a twat"?
I'd say I think you're wrong.
Or has that been said? Was that said?
Maybe once or
Yeah, but you
twice.
probably wouldn't phrase it like that, would you? You'd probably say, like, look, are you sure she's the...
What did he say?
Maybe once or twice. You would probably say, are you sure about this? You know, I love
Yeah,
you
but
as a
they've
mate.
got a
I think
baby.
you can do better.
They've got a baby. There's nothing he can do now.
Baby that's dressed like an extra from Oliver.
What
That's
was it?
also a Scouse thing. That kind of like old-fashioned, like the bonnets and the socks, like where they have the little boys dressed in like little dungarees with a frilly collar.
Yeah.
It's quite cute.
Next one. So our friend group has a trip to Ibiza booked where hotel rooms are free cancellation.
As what?
Free cancellation policy.
What's that mean?
So if you cancel, you don't get charged.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. One friend has decided he no longer wants to come due to his new girlfriend, the absolute melt.
Why do these boys just get totally taken over by women?
I don't know, honestly.
I don't know.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
What's that? What is it?
Come on. Come on. Put your hand in there. No, put your hand in there. No, put your hand in mine, in there. No, like now. Now open.
Open.
Open it.
Open where?
Open your hands.
Gross.
You know something you've never seen
Never
that.
done that in my
Never done that in your life?
Never. Why would I?
Well, I've just done the old put your fingers together and put them into kind of Abby's fingers and then open it. And I just thought that was common knowledge. Like it's a vagina.
Well, it's not, is it?
Well, it's not
not,
common
is it?
knowledge.
Grow up.
I reckon there's.
I used to do
reckon
here's
90%
the
of it-
chapel, here's the steeple, here's the baby and the...
I haven't done
Head
it.
of
Can I have a
people.
look? Come on, come closer.
What vagina do you know that looks like that? Weirdo.
Anyway.
Oh, it's simple things, isn't it?
Anyway,
Although rooms are free cancellation, it leaves one of our friends roomless. If we cancel the room, which is not on, but the friend
how
now,
does it leave someone roomless?
Sharing a room.
but the friend now not coming is saying he is not paying for half the room he committed to, and is expecting us to fit the bill. Thoughts? Are we being unreasonable, or is he? If he had a better reason not to come, I might be more willing to help. But frankly, it's a no from me. Love the pod. Joe in Hertfordshire.
I think you should always pay your way, even if you pull out last minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
Because we've
Well,
been...
he said yes to it, and he's pulled out, and that's going to cost them.
Yeah, because I appreciate plans change, but when we have to change our plans and we've committed to something, we'll still pay.
Yeah.
I think that's...
I do think you commit to something. You do, even if you don't go, you probably should pay.
I do. I think
Or
it's
organise
good
someone else
manners.
to like take your place or something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
I agree.
I
think
think
you
it's
should
only
pay.
good manners, to be honest.
Agreed. All right, we all agree on that. Pay up.
So, you know, That's another therapy couch done. It's nice to be back where we started. In the sun.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And like I say, it's been a year and all that. And, you know, if you are continuing to enjoy it, like, link, subscribe, follow us on all our socials, and we'll be back at you next week.